Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, excuse me. For the first time in recorded history, recording live in front of a studio audience in Los Angeles, California, the Archives Media Podcast, episode 61. This week, topics include Ubisoft employees, skill-based matchmaking drama, and Overwatch getting rid of loot crates.
And your boy Wenzel. So reading my notes here, I realized I fucked up big time.
Oh, shit.
It is not Ubisoft.
Oh.
It is actually Bungie. Bungie.
Yeah.
But we've been let down by Bungie recently, haven't we?
What you mean the blockbuster Halo Infinite?
Yeah. Showstopper?
Shut up.
I know it's not Bungie.
I totally knew. I totally knew that.
Yeah.
That's totally information that I knew.
But even better than that, a game that was actually good on launch, I think, Destiny 2. I'm actually trying to remember if it did better on launch than the Halo Infinite.
Wait. Is this the thing where they were getting like doxxed or something?
This is
I saw something about this. I heard
not
somebody.
only were they getting doxxed. So here's the article for you. Over the past few months, Bungie has been launching a series of lawsuits to protect its employees. I don't know how a lawsuit protects your own people, but I'm not a lawyer. Specifically, the company has been suing people that have been harassing people in game and game cheaters, the main target of Bungie's efforts. In some instances, however, the employees of the company are apparently taking matters into their own hands, launching a lawsuit independent of the developer. The circumstance of this lawsuit started in early June when Bungie employee tweeted an advertisement for Destiny 2. I don't know why they're still advertising Destiny 2. It's been out for a really long time. But in these two videos, one of them featured a gamer known as UHMAAYZE. Good luck. The ads themselves called an individual who was African American a hero. Soon after, a campaign of doxing against the company began, and the identities of the employees were revealed. Kind of a red flag. Not only were their identities revealed, they started receiving death threats. On their personal phones, images of their company badges were posted on the internet, racial slurs were thrown at them, and in one case, an employee had a pizza delivered to his house. Yes,
Was there at least decent toppings?
that's what I would be hoping.
If you're if you're gonna dox me, you can send me as many pizzas as you want. But the second that you start sending me pineapple, we're gonna have a problem. I don't draw the line at pineapple on pizza, whatever. If that's a thing that you're into, by all means. I just don't like pineapple in general. So
You've
I'm just an
never
anti-pineapple guy.
hollowed out a pineapple and used it as a cup?
No. If,
That
maybe
that that
once
sounds
and
pretty good, actually.
maybe once.
Do you think companies should take a pretty substantial lengths to protect their employees?
Absolutely.
I mean, I didn't realize this until a few days ago. The company that I work for has its own EMS teams and like mini fire department on site. And the only reason I know this is because I was like, hey, if we have to call 911, how do they get through the gates? And I was immediately followed with, do not call 911. You call this number. And it is very similar.
You
No,
call you call Tony, and Tony will roll over here in the golf cart with the bucket of water on with the sprinkler on the back, and he'll start spraying everything. Extension 46. Wait for the beep. Hit 4.
yeah, I was like, "What do you mean don't call
That's
911?"
actually part of the scam. They just have it like a horribly long phone number. They don't actually have to save anyone.
Well,
You
apparently,
die before you get to punch the number in.
like, I would assume EMS, like, they come rolling up with their lights on, the security should just let them through, right? Nope, the security stops them. I was like, "That are you sure? Is that a good idea?"
Yeah, is that like how does that
Private
work?
property. Maybe. Like, eventually they'll get on. Yeah.
Pretty
I
sure
had
we had 2 people that I work with go to the hospital today. Yeah, it was fucking terrible. Lovely.
the place I work at.
Well, um, one of the guys, he like really likes to overwork himself, and he's like got some previous like work related injuries. So it just he's like running himself into the ground basically, and just looks like, dude, he's got like low blood pressure, and we're like, dude, you've like had this. Yeah, he's older, and then one guy has like some lung problems, and he was just yeah like working too hard, and it was hot. So it's like, oh yeah, okay, you gotta time for you to go. One, I don't know what happened to one guy. One guy, they just took him off, and his wife came and picked him up and took him to the hospital. I don't
The
know what happened to the other guy though.
company I work for takes safety very seriously. I would say almost too seriously because I've watched a couple videos and they're like, you have to do this exactly like this or you're gonna get in trouble. And I'm like, that's a lot of fucking effort just to unplug something.
Well, yeah, but then when you're a company as big as that, you're
Yeah,
just you're absolutely covering your own ass in every way that's possible because it just takes literally one person. Oh, you didn't tell me the coffee was hot. I spilled it on my pants. That that's a potentially
I
millions of dollar down the drain.
I heard a very good story today about that. So we have these big ovens that cook things. Well,
Ooh, me
technically
too, actually.
ovens. But it gets up to like 1,200 degrees inside of one, and you pull it. I want to say that's like 1,200 Kelvin. That's pretty fucking hot.
I work with a guy named Kevin. Close
Oh,
enough.
no, I don't charge my phone overnight because it's bad for it. Whatever. It's really fucking hot. But she pulled them out, and it was lunchtime, so she wanted to rapidly cool them down. So she got an air hose and sprayed
Uh-oh.
all these things down. Take it. There are 64 of these things in this oven. Each one is about $50,000. All of them broke. She did not get in trouble though. Oh, she got in trouble, but she didn't get fired because nowhere in the instructions that anyone receives
Does it say not to do that?
exactly.
I bet you it says it now.
It does. They showed us. Like, see, this is the order of operations for the machine. Don't do this. Just let them do their thing. Lunch can wait. And apparently, like in my department, they care about safety because one wrong unplugging causes a small electrical explosion that will one break the machine, two kill you. Breaking the machine or killing me? Oh yeah, you're gonna have to find someone else to pay rent. You're not my beneficiary. Hate to inform you.
What
That
about me?
you are.
Damn,
See, surprise for all the listeners. Um, he'll
probably
trade
don't
you
want it.
he'll trade you one Kia Soul for my estate. You're gonna have to figure out what to do with my Jeep. Good luck.
What's your trade offer?
Yeah, let's hear the trade offer for my world.
Oh, we could make something. You probably shouldn't be saying this on a probably not on a recorded. Is is this is this line secure? Are we speaking on a sec? Okay.
Good. Do you even know what a break line looks like? The other thing, I don't drive a 3.5 liter V6 Jeep Gladiator Willys Edition. They don't make those. 3.5 liters don't exist. You fucking schmuck. 3.6 liter, you uncultured swine. Moving on. We all love pay to win games, right? Best thing
Depends
in the
if
world.
I'm paying.
You are paying.
Okay, probably.
What would you say if I told you someone has played a pay to win game and it completely backfired to the point where they can't play it online with anyone?
So they're too much winning.
They've won too much.
They've escaped from Tarkov.
Uh this is on
What
I don't
game
even know
is
when
it?
this game came out. Diablo Immortal.
Is that the Yeah, that's the
Is it?
mobile one, right?
A YouTuber has spent over $100,000 on
Jesus
the
Christ.
cash shop to craft an impossibly powerful character solely designed for fighting in PvP. In an unfortunate twist, which in this case I think it's fortunate, the player has such a high matchmaking rating that Diablo Immortal is no longer pairing him with PvP opponents. So the game basically said you're too tough.
You're you are the Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, you're the final boss of the game now. I feel like there's there should be a tier pay to win can get you to. Like, like if it's on a scale of 1 to 10, pay to win should get you to like 60. All right. I know World of Warcraft technically has something like that now. But theirs is actually no, because you had to have a high level character.
No,
It,
Diablo Immortal came out like this year.
is it
June 2nd. June 2nd.
is it the mobile game?
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's an online game.
It's on Google Play. Is that the that's yeah, iOS, Android. Yeah.
This looks it's
And
just
this guy's already spent 100 grand on this thing. Game's been out for barely 2 months. Jesus Christ.
I don't I couldn't imagine playing that much. Like yeah, but you kind of hit like especially with that.
Is there a way
Like
you get to put that in as a business expense?
probably like oh I've maxed out this character because I spent 100 grand. Now what does he do with it? Like he can't use it really.
Yeah,
And
to continue to make videos. I'm the most powerful guy in all of the land. Blah blah blah.
homeboy down the block is gonna spend 200 grand and then beat his ass. Moving on though, we had a last episode we talked about another wonderful company, BMW, and we talked about you wouldn't hack your car to get your heated seats, right?
I think, as a matter of fact, we said we actually would. I think we all agreed that we would. Yeah, all I'm saying is if there's a jailbreak, getting it.
Do you remember the anti piracy campaign? You wouldn't download a car. Well, I hate to inform you, people are indeed downloading a chunk of their car. In this case, in South Korea, someone has already started developing and selling the software. You plug it into the car's USB port, and you get your heated seats. Uh, I didn't say. $18 USD. I don't know what that translates to Korean monies. That sounds like a lot of Korean monies. Oh, okay. I'm glad we could cover this. But okay. Do you think other car companies are gonna, after seeing BMW release the subscription and then not even a month later having people be like, fixed it? Do you think other car companies are gonna get on the bandwagon?
I think it really depends on how new or younger generation friendly these auto companies are. I don't know how young person friendly BMW is, but just based on that, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the guess that they're probably not very smart. There's the
Yeah.
whole there's a reason that, like, our generation just doesn't have cable. We just like have Netflix, or we just
Yeah.
fucking pirate things. Why would
Yeah.
we pay for it when it's a near infinite amount of free ways to do the same thing via the internet because people smarter than us have cracked the code. It's just dumb not to.
Yeah, if they make it convenient, then obviously I'm going to pay for something. But
Yeah, what are you gonna
if
do?
it's convenient and cheaper, I'm going to go with the more convenient and more cheaper option.
Yeah, exactly. And like, what are you gonna do? Sue everyone that has this? Okay, well, you're gonna be,
I mean, most countries that's illegal. Like it's your device. You can do with it what you want, even if they don't want you to do
Exactly.
that. Like it's not illegal to jailbreak your iPhone. Apple
Yeah.
just doesn't want you to do it, but it's your iPhone, so
It
Yeah, what are you gonna
dawned
do?
on
Take
me
my phone?
the other day. My Jeep actually came with a subscription service.
no.
It was Sirius Radio.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
car also came with like a free
That's a little
trial.
different though.
No, but it's annoying as fuck.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
not going to
dude,
deny that it's annoying.
they called me for fucking months. I
Oh.
I never used it. I don't even use the radio on my car. I just use the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Hook it up to my phone. I got YouTube, Spotify, whatever I'm
But
using.
the difference
Audible.
is, like that you're paying to use satellites up in space compared to using the
Use
seat that
something
you
you
already
already
own.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your ass warmer.
Yeah.
Actually, I used my heated seat 2 days ago for a very useful thing.
Keeping a pizza warm.
Exactly.
Dang.
Do you also use your heated seat to keep your pizza warm?
Yes, but also I just like use my heated seat like not probably once or twice a week.
I
Just
do
just
not.
feels nice on my back.
Yeah.
That's
Especially like you don't have to turn it to hot. You can just turn it to low, and it's just like a nice little warm blanket type of deal.
so we're in the land of 104 degrees. No. I don't want to be toasty.
See, that's like the one of the major things I've been like.
It rained today, and it made life worse.
Oh, because it just got more humid or something.
It was 92 degrees and raining. The air was soup.
It is what it
Sounds
is.
disgusting.
Actually, the worst part was so my drive home from work is usually not even 40. I'd say like 35 minutes normally. As soon as I saw that it was raining, I immediately knew it was going to take me an hour plus to get home. Because Texans do not and will not ever learn how to drive in the rain.
You
I
know,
was going 40 on the freeway.
one thing
What
I'm
do I-
gonna miss about Florida is you be in the middle of a hurricane, people are still doing 80 on the highway, and ain't stopping nothing.
Actually, I have a driving question for you too.
Okay.
Have you ever been stopped in traffic on a bridge?
Yeah.
Does it
But
make you uncomfortable?
like pulled over or like in like you're
Just in
stopped.
traffic, full stop.
Well, I am a little nervous, but
I don't think so.
Because I was on one today over a lake.
like a big bridge, like you're way over something.
I would say it's like a mile across
But like, how high up is it?
with 100 feet,
Oh, okay.
maybe 150. Enough that like I know I could if I wasn't in a vehicle, I could jump and be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But being in a vehicle and bridge debris would not be fine.
I was stuck on a bridge in Baton Rouge, right? Let me find an image of this
Mhm.
bridge. But I was stuck in traffic in this bridge that was pretty high up, right?
Yeah,
We were like bumper to bumper, right? Or maybe
yeah,
was it Lafayette? I'm
Was it
not.
like the main highway that goes through Louisiana?
Yeah,
Okay, we were probably also on that bridge
yeah.
when Wenzel and I drove from
yeah.
Florida to
I'm
Texas.
screen sharing it now for the podcast. But so I was stuck on that bridge, right? And I was like, is this really rated to have all this weight on it? Like, I'm sure it is, but like normally traffic's going, there's space in between you and all the cars.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't know, yeah, because you're like bumper to bumper. It's like, oh, that's a lot more weight than just people driving through it. So I did get nervous that time.
So I'm gonna see if I can pull up the bridge I was on. Might have to use satellite here.
Yeah, I've been on this bridge. Wenzel's been on this bridge with me, but it was not a standstill traffic.
Mm-hmm.
But this one just on the other side of the border. And here's it's
See, the problem with that
pretty
bridge
high
is
up.
that state, that country, has some of the worst like lanes I have ever seen.
Dude, you are like mirror to mirror almost with car.
Yeah.
I could just about reach my arm out the window and punch the car next to me's mirror.
Damn.
It's terrifying. You're like iron grip the whole way, dude. It's horrifying.
Damn. Yeah, I'd be sketch on that bridge too. Like if you're bumper to bumper. If I'm just driving though, like obviously I don't care. It's just a bridge, but
Trying to get down onto the bridge with Google Street View here. It's not wanting me. So like the bridge that I was on today doesn't have any of that like superstructure where it looks like something's holding it up. It looks
mm-hmm.
like they just took the road, put little half walls on it, and just shot it across the water.
Nice.
And we were stopped on it, pissing down rain, and there's a whole convoy from one side to the other of semis. There's also train tracks on this bridge, and a train was driving across it. And I was like,
That bridge is getting pushed to the limit.
yeah, it's like this bridge is gonna fucking collapse. Upside, if it collapses, I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
I think I'd
Downside,
rather
yeah, I would rather go to work. And it's one of those where there's a new bridge right next to it that's about 100 feet taller, and it's just puking water onto this bridge.
Oh,
So I'm like, all right, so we got 80 cars on it, a row of semis, water, now a train. How much more can this bridge handle?
it's a good
Like
question.
if a cow steps on it, am I going in? And of course, I had all these thoughts in the middle, and I was like, I want to get off this bridge now. I didn't for 20 minutes.
Damn, feels bad.
You'll
Pretty
get to enjoy
spooky.
it. I would say you'd get to enjoy it soon, but you don't get to actually.
Good.
You do get to enjoy the traffic of the city,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Dude, I don't want to hear it. I was in Seattle, not last weekend, but previous weekend. Took me 95 minutes to go 15 miles.
Sheesh.
Man.
I looked at the Maps app because I got off the freeway and I was going to my friend's place.
Mm-hmm.
And I texted him. I said, "Oh, okay, cool. It says I'm 15 minutes away." I thought it said 15 minutes. Actually, it turns out that was 15 miles. So I was like, "Okay, well, how long is it going to take to go 15 miles? It shouldn't take that long." And it took like 95 minutes, I think.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
I hear Seattle has like some of the worst traffic because they got all, it's a big size city, but they got like one freeway.
And he lives in West Seattle too,
Yeah.
which is like an island technically.
Like
And there
Bellevue
was
or Mercer Island?
no, no, it's called West Seattle.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait. Oh, okay, yeah, 'cause Seattle
And
is.
there's a bridge that normally goes out there, but they like tore it apart because the like city planners or whoever the like smart engineer guys or whatever looked at it and were like, it is a miracle that this has not collapsed yet. We're rebuilding this. So now there's like one way on or off the island. It's
Okay.
yeah.
I am out of topics, so whoever is next.
Alrighty, so on our last episode, we were talking about multiverses, right? And
Yes.
I had a theory that this game would not be as good as Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Boy, was I right. That game is dog water.
You enjoyed it.
God, okay, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty good. But I do have a few complaints. So, I don't know what it is. In Smash Bros, right? The moves are simple and they work, right? If I smack this guy, he gets smacked, right? But in this game, they got a little bit more advanced and more technical moves, right? So I was playing as Superman. I would fly through the air with my fist out, And sometimes I grab the guy, sometimes I don't grab the guy. I don't know. Sometimes they block, I grab them anyway. Sometimes they don't block, I don't grab them, right? Didn't make any sense to me. No idea how it worked. And I played for like 3 hours, still couldn't figure out this one move, right? That was my biggest gripe, basically.
What about Velma?
Velma, I don't remember much about Velma.
She just picks you up and carried you to the edge of the
Oh,
map.
I mean that was whatever. It's like it didn't hurt you at all, or it hurt you a little bit, but she just pick you up, walk you to the edge. Most of the time, not even throw you off, just kind of drop you there, and you're like, okay, well, kind of pause the battle for about 3 seconds there, but. And then there was the one chick from Steven's Universe. I think
Oh,
that's
the
the
one that I
show.
played a lot.
I could not hit that
Punchy
lady. No matter what character I played, I could not hit her.
Got your ass beat by her.
I don't know how that worked. Yeah. Jeez.
That's who I usually play. Just for that exact reason.
Yeah,
She can just punch for 9 years.
it's like everyone else. I hit him with a quick jab. They get a quick jab. That lady, quick jab? No. It's like she's standing right in front of me. Quick jab, nothing.
You quick jab, miss, and she just gives you a haymaker.
Yeah. And you're like, dude, I just quick jabbed you. What's going on here? And it's like her with the Superman ability I was talking about where you're flying through the air, never grabbed her. Not once.
You go to grab her, she punches you.
Yeah.
And her punches have almost like a stun lock to them.
Yeah. Either that or you just go through her. And it's like, dude, I just flew through this chick. Like, how does that. Made no sense. But it's pretty good.
Moving on.
I can see. I think they got it's got some potential to it.
Yeah, I think the next season came out already.
Mm-hmm.
The Rick and Morty season.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I haven't looked into it.
Okay. So Bungie, a little bit of a controversy, right? Not
Bungie.
because of what we were talking about, but because actually what's going on in their game, right?
Uh-huh.
So we were on a Destiny kick a couple of weeks ago, right, Wenzel?
You're
And we played the Crucible a bit.
yeah.
And we actually played it before there was skill-based matchmaking.
Oh.
Now we were not that good.
No.
Like we played for like, what would you say, 2 weeks maybe?
Yeah, around there.
So we played for 2 weeks, and I felt like we were doing pretty good. We were probably better than most people.
Yeah.
And they're saying that we need skill-based matchmaking because most players, I think they said like 60% of matches they know the outcome before the game even starts. And
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm like, man, what? I was like, dude, I played this game for 2 weeks. I was pretty decent. Who is over here getting schmacked that they need to do this? And that's what a lot of people were saying is like, it's pretty good already. And I don't want every match to become a sweat fest because they do have a ranked mode where obviously there's skill based involved, but
I think
the whole matchmaking, come on now.
like I kind of like the matchmaking,
I liked it too.
but it's like it's I can understand why they're skill based because I mean like we were okay,
Yeah. We're pretty
and
decent.
I'm assuming that the people we shit on significantly worse.
Yeah, but like we just started playing.
Yeah.
So it's like how are you that bad at the game that you need, Bungie to step in and make sure you're only playing other trash players?
That should mean we can if we went back now, we'd probably have more fun on that now.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, every match would be remember when we were playing what's that game mode? Whatever the ranked one is. And it's just a total sweat fest.
Capture the flag.
Yeah, is it capture is it those orbs? You got to capture those orbs. And it's just a total sweat fest and you're trying super hard. It's like I don't want to do that. I just want to I want to lean back in my gaming chair here, looking like the South Park World of Warcraft guy chilling. But no, I can't do that.
Wait.
I probably can't. Maybe I could, but I'd get fucking.
With skill based, it might be much, much better.
I don't think so. Every skill based matchmaking game I've played, every match is a sweat fest.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, Apex Legends, they introduced skill based matchmaking to their normal playlist, and it's
Wait,
like
to non-ranked.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's like those are I was playing I forgot. I was like diamond or platinum, whichever one's higher in that game. And like those matches were like easier than the public matches.
Huh.
So I was like, dude, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
and a lot of people
why
had
do
the
you
same
have
complaint.
a ranked system at that point if both modes are effectively ranked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just doesn't make sense.
And I don't even have that much time to play games anymore like I used to,
You will soon.
I will soon, but right now I don't. And I'm still like getting on and I'm like a pretty decent player. So like kids nowadays, they come home, they have a bunch of time to play. Come on now, you gotta step your game up.
Moving on.
Yeah. So the FCC is not gonna help out Starlink. They're not giving them subsidies that they initially won for over the infrastructure bill, right? They got some money from the infrastructure bill to help with Starlink, right? To help with rural internet. But now, because of the high cost of the dish, the FCC's taken away their money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you boys think that this is a worthwhile investment for people in out in the country to be getting this high speed internet basically you're paying for their high-speed internet.
I think it's a good thing for them. So I follow
Like, you want the subsidy?
that they should have it.
Yeah, like you think the government should be subsidizing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like I watch one TikToker, one YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
The TikToker, he lives off the grid. He lives a completely sustained
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I might also know this guy. Does he like have a big beard?
Big Beard has a dog named Minion.
I don't know about the dog, but
I
I
can't
mean, if you
remember.
live an off-grid lifestyle, you gotta have a beard.
This is true.
Seems like it
But
comes
like,
with the territory.
he isn't 100% off grid.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
is
yeah.
a town nearby, and like he goes there to buy some things,
Yeah.
but like he farms his own meat. He does his own vegetables, and like yeah, he can play
It-
video games off the grid if he wants to.
Is off-grid off the power grid?
Correct.
is his name Nate Petrosky or whatever?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, this is the guy. He's got like red hair, I think.
Yes,
Okay, yeah, okay. This is the guy that I also watch from time to time.
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And like the other one, it's a car channel where they have a Starlink on their RV that they use to go to drift events. And they have another one. They have some property that they're building like a off-grid commune,
Hmm.
and they use the Starlink so they can continue doing YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Starlink is a great resource of the modern age
Mm-hmm.
because like if us they were like, let's go buy an old school bus converted into a camper van, live that van life, and travel doing vlogs. One Starlink subscription a month, we can do that and have internet wherever we go.
I mean, I agree it's good technology, but
And what else does the government have to pay for?
a lot of stuff.
They can throw a little chunk of change to good old Musk Daddy.
Housing for the homeless, better care for veterans, mental health awareness,
See, they're providing all that with our
universal health
internet
care.
everywhere. Well, not healthcare. Playing Call of Duty will increase your mental health.
I don't know, man. Wings of Redemption says otherwise.
So you're getting all your information from the internet. Gotta listen to what the homeless want.
Andrew Tate says depression isn't real.
Well, he hasn't been wrong yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Moving on.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, I think, if you want a Starlink, you can pay for it yourself. I think it stifles innovation when the government's gonna,
Oh, that's the kind of subsidy.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. Like, should you be getting one just because you can from the
Yeah.
government?
Oh,
Because
no, never mind.
I mean, I'm not saying the government. I don't know exactly how how they would distribute it, but
or there's a
obviously,
kickback, or
if they're
yeah,
paying
some.
for it, it's gonna discount the price somehow.
No, if you want the Starlink, you buy it yourself.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is
Okay, yeah.
maybe
I-
I don't know
I
whatever
thought they were
private space
giving the
companies
money
out
to-
there, but
I thought they were going to give the money to Musk, and it was like to maintain the satellite.
they would give the money to SpaceX for to spend on Starlink.
I think SpaceX has enough money to keep Starlink going.
Well, all I'm saying is, it's going to stifle innovation. No one's gonna, or not no one, but it lessens the incentive to make a better product if the government's going to
true.
come along and start handing out your money. But a lot of people on Twitter were upset about that. So
It's because they think they're going to get a free Starlink.
just moving on. Your boy Wenzel and I have been playing a lot of GTA role-playing servers.
We have.
So it's been a lot of fun, and
It took a couple tries to find a good one.
it is. It is hard to find one that's public. That's a good one. But what I wanted to let some people know is I saw, I don't know, probably a couple of years ago even, is that if you go on the GTA section of Twitch, right? It's all role-playing servers, right?
Absolutely.
And if you hop on there, you watch a stream, it really seems like everyone in there is acting. It's almost like you're playing GTA, but you're in an acting class at the same time, right? And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to do all that. Who's trying to be out here acting while playing all day, right? I'm trying to grow my narcotics empire, push a little weight, chop a couple vehicles, head down to the strip club, take a couple hoes in the back of the Rari. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sounds like the life.
So, for those of you out there who are don't want to roleplay, you really don't have to. It's just like you can't go around obviously just like cussing everyone out and like insta killing everyone. Like you have to act a little bit realistic, but you really don't have to like be acting the whole time. And there's some rules along with that. Like if someone pulls a gun on you, you can't immediately pull your gun out back. You kind of have to like if someone's got a gun drawn on you, obviously you're not going to reach for a gun, right? You're supposed to value
Based
your
off,
life, that kind of thing.
based off what you would do in real life.
Yeah. Because we had a scenario, I was getting shot at, but I was driving in my 6.5 V12 6x6 Dubsta, right? Thing's basically bulletproof. So obviously, it's not like I had to give up immediately, but there was another time I was riding a bicycle, got jumped by 4 people with guns. Obviously, I'm their hostage now, so.
Did Wenzel go and rescue you?
No, there was like 6 people with guns. I was a hostage in a bank robbery.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Because obviously, if you just roll up to a bank and start robbing it, the cops are going to blow you up, right? But so they have a hostage so that they can't do that. So they made me their hostage.
And that's where like GTA RP. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy the interactions with players as much as I do.
Yeah,
It's pretty fun sometimes,
it is.
except for when you're getting shot at in your 6.7 liter V12 6x6 Dubsta, and I had to come to your rescue.
He did. He did. I had to call my boy Wenzel up. I don't know what kind of whip
guns?
What?
You're bringing the big guns.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta call it. Gotta call in the heavies, Rand.
did call in the heavies, right? And he came in just the nick of time. I'm telling you, it's like something from a movie, right? They shot my vehicle up. They disabled it, and I immediately get out the whip, put my hands up. Obviously, you got to value your life, that kind of thing, right? And they hop out their whip, guns drawn. Wenzel comes up, rams them, kills one, knocks the other one over. I'm able to pull out the Glock, blah 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 blah, get the other one just like a squirrel.
Wait, he was dressed like a squirrel.
I was getting. They were trying to rob me. One of them was dressed like a squirrel.
I think the best part is I was like going to bed.
Yeah, he was offline.
Like 5M was shut down, Steam was closed. I had to reopen all of this, get back in the server, get my car out of the garage, find him, and then run these two fools over.
Yeah, which that is technically against server rules, but hey, man.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Prove him in a Discord with my man?
It's one that's like, it technically is against the rules, but also we roll almost everywhere as a group.
Yeah,
So,
because these people had already interacted with us on the pier. We were pushing weight on the pier, and the squirrel rolled up with a gun, not like pointed at us or anything. They just had it out. So
what's another good? Have we had any other like good interactions with people?
I mean we
I
have, but
because I've
nothing
got
as good as that, obviously.
I've got my friends that I made while I was handcuffed outside the hospital.
Oh yeah.
I got caught growing some sunflowers. Cops arrested me. They crashed the car into a river. I died. Respawned at the hospital. My handcuffs were still on me. So I was asking these fine people to uncuff me. They couldn't. And since then, I've ran into them twice. and both times they've just given me information. Like last time is how I got the information to produce our current product.
Okay. We are selling that stuff that Heisenberg is making.
Good money.
It's pretty good money. Patrick, you gotta get in on this.
Yeah. You can if you like driving around, we can
You
hook
do?
you up with a CDL license and you
Mhm.
can just drive a truck from one side of the map to the other.
You like driving around. How much is? Where do I get 5M or
It's
whatever it
free.
is? How do I get
Everything's
it?
free.
I think you just look up 5M. Let me
Yeah.
make sure
Oh,
I'm
it's
not.
not on Steam. I gotta like
No,
Google it.
no, no. Yeah, here I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, I
Oh,
found it.
one last thing I do like about it, right? Is there's not. I don't want to say I like it, but it is intriguing. It's something that I used to have to do like back in my childhood when there wasn't just everything available for you on the internet, right? Sometimes you got to
Mhm.
talk to people, network, discover your own way, right? So it's the same thing with these servers, right? If you look up like one, grow spot or one place to chop cars at, right? Or one place to cook, whatever they were making in Breaking Bad, right? They're in different locations depending on the server. So you can't just look it up. You have to actually communicate with people in game, talk to people to gather information. Because that's how we found out how to do these illegal activities, right?
Yeah, our most recent one was something we've been looking for like 3 days,
Yeah.
and I was just mining iron ore up in the mountains, and some dude was just like, "Hey, I'll buy that from you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I offered him a trade deal, some information for my ore instead of money, and he accepted. I verified the location. I ran into my lady friend down there, and she gave me the recipe for our cakes. And she also gave me the other location. And neither of them are something I would have found just by wandering around the city.
Yeah.
How did
So
we get the information for the first thing?
the growing.
Yeah,
So that is the one thing I don't get. I don't. There's like uh how they got a green shop, but it only sells seeds. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, I'm not trying to get this taken off all the platforms, right?
sunflowers.
But you grow some green, right? And the shop that you buy the seeds is on the map. So I pull up to the shop, and there's a guy parked out front. So I asked him, "Hey man, where do I grow my product?" And then he just like, "Oh yeah, let me help you out." And then he said he was trying to describe it. He was kind of he didn't give the best description, so he said, "Oh, just follow me here," right? I was like, "Okay, well, hopefully I'm not getting robbed." So I follow him there. I get there and he gives me like the whole rundown on how to do the whole operation. And then after that, I think Wenzel like lied to someone about, "Oh, I'll pay you if you tell me where the chop shop is."
I definitely did.
Didn't pay him. Got the information for the chop shop.
A scumbag.
The last
The dude
one,
wanted like
Wenzel, yeah,
30
then what?
grand.
I don't think he just explicitly said, "Thank you, bye." I think he said, "I don't know how to pay you," and then left.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
What a fucking.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the dude got out of my car to shoot me.
You
But by
just
that time I
booked
was
it.
peeling
Yeah.
out.
Your foot was on the floor.
Yep.
You're a piece of shit. I can't
I
say that I wouldn't also do that though.
I feel more bad for the guy that we robbed.
Oh, we robbed a guy today.
It was our first robbery.
Yeah. So there
We
was a
got 15 grand off the guy.
yeah.
Is that a lot?
It's a pretty good amount, yeah. That's
For
like
like,
an hour's worth of work at least. And that's for like an
there,
experienced.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, there is legal work you can do, but it's like
Gets pretty
5
boring.
minutes of work for like 800 to 1,000. Truck driving, yeah,
It's
in like
very profitable.
7 minutes you can make 10 grand.
Yeah. But you need to put $100,000 down, so but this guy he was moving weight down at the beach, right? Wenzel called me up, give me the scouting, this information, right? So I go down there, pull up in the car. I think no, I jacked someone. I was in a stolen car, right? And so I just pull up. He starts driving off because he knows possibility he's getting robbed, right? He crashes on the way. Didn't have a seatbelt on. They got seatbelts, right? Flies through the windshield. Rob him while he's on the ground, or while he was dazed. He got up, but started robbing him while he was on the ground.
Did he get robbed twice?
No, I started robbing him and I walked too far away, and it told
Mm.
me I couldn't rob him.
I did try to do the nice Samaritan thing and fix his truck for him, which is about $150 value.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure it out.
So it is a good time. I would highly recommend it. Even if you're not someone who likes to role play, because I don't like to role play like that. But I'll kind of go along with it, and
If I have to do it every hour for 5 minutes, that's fine.
yeah, exactly. Because most of the time I'm sitting there, I'm cooking up some product, or I'm growing some product, or I'm chopping up, illegal stuff, or I'm running a legitimate business. And then there's other times, sometimes you get pulled over and you gotta act like it. You gotta do some serious role playing. But
Yeah, the cops are really the ones who want you to role play
dude, the
harder.
cops are ridiculous role players.
Like,
They'll.
when we're growing, the other dude's like, "I like your hats." Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. I like your car with 90 speakers in it.
Yeah. But the cops, they're so ridiculous. They'll pull you over and be like, "Dispatch, we got a 971 on Northwest Boulevard." Right, and then they'll slowly walk up, and they take like a whole minute, and then they'll say,
That's the part that annoys me the most.
"Yeah." Then they'll do the whole like you're actually getting pulled over thing. Do you know why I pulled you over? You gotta come up with a lie or something, and you can't be out of character. Like, oh, I was watching Wings of Redemption get made fun of on the internet, so I was like, oh, I was eating my burger shot, so I swerved into the other lane. So that
Like
part's
when I
kind of a
got pulled
hassle,
over
just like
for
really getting pulled over.
running 2 stoplights, and she's like, "Yeah, I did that. Why'd I do it? I don't know."
Yeah. That is what I told the cop. I told the cop I was eating my burger shot.
Mm.
All right, so
How'd that
moving
go
on.
over?
Oh, he gave me a fine. $4,000 for a broken headlight.
I have
Jesus.
Yeah.
yet to be fined or officially arrested
Yeah.
and booked.
Oh, I went to jail, dude. I was in the pen.
How does jail work on there? Is it
So I was selling drugs. I was AFK watching something else, right? I look over for a split second. I see red and blue flashing lights on my screen, right? And they are right behind me. So they basically knew what I was doing, right? I was AFK, wasn't paying attention at all, super vulnerable. So then they found, oh man, they found like 100 bags of green on me, right? That's like, it's over 100,000, right?
Jeez.
Because I spent like 2 hours growing up in the mountains, so I was pissed, right? They booked me, and then I was real nice to them because obviously I got caught. I wasn't gonna like run or fight or anything like that, so I went along with them. They gave me a 5 month sentence, which is like 5 minutes. Each month is a minute, so I just had to sit in the prison for 5 minutes.
I almost went to jail.
Oh yeah,
But the cops killed us instead. And I got to keep my weed.
all right.
They weren't going to search me until I got to until we got to jail.
GTA RP, download 5M. It's a great time. Highly recommend. Most fun I've had. I don't want to say all year, but it's like
It's up there.
it's competing with it. It might be number one, maybe.
Year's not over yet.
You ain't over yet, but at least for the year so far. So the last thing is kind of something funny, right? So the British Army actually got hacked, right? I don't know if you guys heard about this. There's a big British Army hack.
I don't think I did.
So if you guys had to guess, why would you hack a military, right?
get like legal
the secret
like
launch
document,
codes.
You want their
or
Bitcoin?
even just get like a bunch of
Mhm.
get like docs on
Yeah.
people, and then I don't know, maybe do something with
Yeah.
that.
So, do you want to
Figure
know
out
why the
who's
British
Bitcoin.
Army got hacked?
What?
Someone was promoting their NFTs and hacked the British military.
Wait, what?
Real talk, pimp. They were promoting their NFTs and I think a crypto scam.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
like they hacked in so that it looks like the British military is like supporting it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna send you guys a picture. It made me think of you guys, and you saying NFTs made me remember it.
Okay.
I was at a oh man, I think I was in a Zoomies. Where the fuck is it? All right,
We got here. Oh, a couple of bored apes.
Yeah. Come on now.
on a sweatshirt. I really thought about buying it, cause then they're my owners.
Oh, did you hear what
I'm
happened to Seth Rogen?
no,
Or is it Seth Rogen? It's not Seth. It's Seth Green, the guy who made Family Guy.
no,
So he had a bored ape, right?
yeah,
Um, and his bored ape, his wallet got hacked, and they sent it to someone else, right?
yeah.
But he made a whole NFT show based on that bored ape. And when it's in your wallet, you own the licensing rights to it. But because he doesn't have it in his wallet, the whole show he based off this NFT, he can't release yet until he gets his NFT back.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I'm out.
Break time.
Taking a quick break-a-rooney.
I'll be right back with the restroom.
Same.
Andrew Tate is worth $250 million. At least that's all. How much all of his assets are worth. I need to go to Tennessee so we can go to the Bass Pro Pyramid.
Alrighty.
We're gonna need to go to Tennessee.
For what?
The Bass Pro Pyramid.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit too close to the crazy lady for me, but
Well, think of all the guns.
how much bigger is this Bass Pro really?
I think it's like 4 stories.
Yeah, but how much bigger is that than like a normal Bass Pro? Because the Bass Pro here, probably pretty small Bass Pro, but it's still 2 stories.
I think that's average.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably below average Bass Pro Shop. Because Bass Pros are normally pretty big.
It looks pretty fucking big.
The one in Tennessee or the one here?
The one in Tennessee.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's probably the biggest one, but
Let me screenshot this thing and send it to you. I'm hoping we wrap this up soon. Your boys
oh yeah.
gotta be up at 6 a.m. Like look at the size of that motherfucker.
I know what it is. Hey, I've seen it. I think is there a hotel in it?
I believe there is.
My man taking a shit.
Wrestling.
For real. Wrestling. Gosh dang. Did I send you the picture of the two dogs begging for peanut butter?
You did.
Okay.
And you never gave him the peanut butter.
No,
You bastard.
I used all the peanut butter.
Don't you know they deserve it more?
No.
Incorrect.
It's also a good size comparison because Java's the same size as Watson now.
This is true.
Dude, there's this one fly that keeps flying around my room. Bam! Got him.
Do you follow the? Have you seen the guy on TikTok that like smacks bugs out of there with a bowl?
No.
Fucking awesome. The worst part is they dent the bowl.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of
He's
bowl
like
is this?
It's just like a metal water bowl for like a dog. What they're like. He's got to be in some Asian country because these bugs are fucking massive.
I was gonna say, what kind of bug is? I was like, doesn't matter, ceramic, paper, unless it's like a paper bowl, like.
No, it's metal. Makes a satisfying ping sound when they hit it.
Might be his name also. Ping!
Yeah.
Is Patrick back? I don't wonder if he knows his mic's muted. Guess he ain't back.
No.
Didn't mean to clean up a little bit more today, but that's alright. I'm planning on taking Friday off anyway.
Go. Day of cleaning. I won't be there to distract you.
Sorry, that was
Oh, no, you're
that
good.
was not. I was in the trenches there for a minute.
Yeah, I was getting worried. I thought you just like accidentally forgot your mic was muted or something.
Yeah. Pull up my fucking this. What do we got here? Let me.
I agree.
All right, I'm ready.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome back.
All right, so we all. Okay, well, I was gonna say we all love Overwatch, but maybe that's a bit of
Pretty
an
good.
overstatement. We all have enjoyed Overwatch, right? It's a good
That's
game.
correct. That's correct.
Well, then you guys definitely are aware that Overwatch is kind of one of the OGs in terms of the loot box.
Yeah,
Dealio.
definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fun fact: since Overwatch 2 is going to be coming out relatively soon, Blizzard is actually not going to be selling Overwatch 1 loot boxes. Or I guess, or 2. There's not going to be loot boxes in Overwatch 2 either. And they're going to be ceasing the sale of Overwatch 1 loot boxes at the end of this month.
And they're also just shutting down Overwatch 1 as soon as 2 comes out.
What are they replacing it with? Is the real question.
What are they
Battle
replacing it-
Pass.
Oh,
Battle passes. Seasonal battle passes.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think I could get on board with that.
And as well, if you have any loot boxes accumulated on Overwatch 1, when Overwatch 2 releases, all of your loot boxes are just open. They're just going to be opened
Okay.
because they're removing random chance loot from the game.
Hmm.
I like that.
So, until Overwatch 2 releases, so in that month and a half period where they're not selling loot boxes anymore, you still will be able to earn them from leveling up, playing arcade mode, stuff like that.
Yeah.
but you just will not be able to purchase them. And or I guess you can use your your in-game coins or whatever the in-game currency is, I believe as well.
I thought you could. Wait a second.
Well,
Are you able to buy the in-game coins?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think that you just if you've got a bunch of gold
Mm-hmm.
sitting there, I think they're gonna let you use it.
Because I thought that's how it was before. Is they had gold. You bought the loot boxes with gold, or you earned them,
Yeah,
and then you opened them.
correct. You can also just buy loot boxes. That you can buy like I don't know
10 loot
10 loot boxes
boxes
for $5 or
Yeah.
something. I don't know
Okay.
I don't know what the rate is, but so as far as I know, they're just going to remove the monetary aspect of that.
Oh, okay. Because I never
Yeah.
had a problem with those loot boxes. They seemed all right.
No,
Because I mean,
I like getting cool skins.
oh yeah, Overwatch had so many characters and so many skins that fit in it all in a battle pass. I mean, unless you have like a 200, level
Or
battle pass,
maybe
probably more than that,
or
like
maybe
800.
you make character specific battle passes. This is the
Oh no,
Junkrat
no,
battle
shh!
pass
Don't tell. Don't
or
give me.
the
And no ideas. No ideas. No ideas. No ideas.
shut the fuck up.
Era.
Because pretty soon we're gonna log in. It's $10 for the Soldier 76 battle pass for these 2 months. Oh my gosh. Oh.
You guys have you guys played Overwatch at all recently?
I have not.
No.
Okay,
Dude,
I
imagine
played
if they
it,
do that. That seems like something EA would do.
Love it.
Real talk.
I played a little bit of Overwatch a couple of days ago actually.
How was it?
Why?
One of my new friends is super into Overwatch and popped in, jammed some Overwatch with him.
Are you gonna
Okay.
get him on Rust?
Say that again.
Are you gonna get him on Rust?
Oh, probably not. That's
Why?
I wouldn't wish that my worst enemy.
I had a coworker who used to be really into Overwatch, and he would argue with people like Alex Jones would, with just like some random stuff. And he was arguing with everyone about Overwatch. It made no sense.
Do you know any like? Do you remember any of the?
So, I remember what's it called? They the guy's name was like Jesse McCree, right?
Yes.
And then they had that scandal or whatever.
Yep.
He was talking about it nonstop for a week to like everyone who played video games at all, and I would see him on Facebook. Like I'd get on my Facebook, and he had like a 10 comment argument with just random people on Facebook.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, dude, you have 2 kids and a wife, and you're over here. This is what the best thing you got to do is argue about.
It's a bad look, man. I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but I have better shit to do with my time.
Yeah, because I'd come in for the nights. He's leaving on days, and he's like, "Yeah, man, it's ridiculous, really, what they're doing to Jesse McCree. I'm still gonna call him McCree, no matter what." I was like, dude, I mean, I guess it's kind of dumb, but I also don't care. Who cares? It's just a game. Like, it's whatever, man. Take a chill pill.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
guy.
and he'd go full Alex Jones, They're trying to cover up what the history of the game and the lore. I was like, oh, come on, man! Like, too early for that shit. You should. Oh man, you should have seen him when they announced Soldier 76 was like bye or whatever.
Oh god.
Oh no, that was not a good day to come into work.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I can't believe they would ruin the
I remember I
Hallmark
specifically told. I
era.
said, man, I haven't played that game in like 2-3 years. He'd still come up to me and talk to me because there's not that many people I work with that play like games like that,
It's your first mistake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, there's a couple of people I just guys don't talk. I try to avoid conversation as much as possible.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We did talk. You mentioned Rust a little bit. There's a very. All right, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to go onto the Twitch homepage and click browse,
Wait.
and then tell me what game you see as number 1.
Chess.
How do you spell Twitch?
What did you
Come
say?
on now, pimp.
Why is Rust there?
Right now, there is a massive event going on for Rust. There is a Rust Twitch Rivals event going on. Are you guys familiar with the Twitch Rivals like series of events, I guess? It's
I've
not
heard of
just
it,
a
but I'm not
Rust thing.
familiar.
It's not just a Rust thing. It's just it is a big, a whole Twitch community wide kind of thing where
Uh-huh.
you get big streamers, games, all kinds of different.
Hey, can I real talk?
What's up?
Rust is on like line 5 for me.
Oh, it's on.
It's like way down there.
Oh, it's number 1 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's number 1 for me as well.
Okay.
So twitch.tv/directory, and then you're hit categories, and it's not number 1.
No? Oh wait, category? Yeah, categories. I got chess, just talking, Valorant, League of Legends. Yeah, I'm not gonna read them all off, but
Mine goes Rust, GTA, just chatting, Valorant.
they
Yeah, mine
changed
is-
up the browse categories, right?
Really?
It's no longer just whoever's getting the most views. It's based off of what you watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Rust, number 1 on Twitch right now. There's a massive event going on. Let me see if I can figure out what. Yeah, so there's a couple of different. There's 4 teams. Each one of them is captained by a major Twitch name.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Team XQC,
Mm-hmm.
Team Disguised Toast,
Mm-hmm.
Team Alucard. Is it DH Alucard? I don't know how to pronounce that. And Team Grefg, or Greg with an F in it.
They're gonna have to pick some better team captains.
But anyway, and I'm looking at a lot of these. Like there is a massive amount of Rust creators here, right? You got some huge ones. You got H June, Racy,
I see
Willjum,
Summit streaming.
yeah, you got Wellen, Snuffy, Stevie. I think Frost is supposed to be in here somewhere. Trowsy, like Pico, Coconut Bee.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Beach Hills, Frost, Wally. Tons of huge Twitch names. But there's also just a bunch of I don't know if these are smaller Twitch streamers that I just haven't heard of,
Mm-hmm.
or if these are like other random Twitch creators that are just trying to jump onto the train.
Yeah.
I like the.
So what
I'm just-
exactly is Twitch Rivals? Because I've heard the name float around.
It's
But
kind of.
I'm not
I'm
familiar with it.
definitely not an expert, but it's like it's just a Twitch. It's a way for Twitch to like get all of their big names together and we're gonna play this game this week
So,
or this
is it
month,
like
and
Are they doing like a private server and they're just like battling each other, or is it
yeah,
like
yeah. So this specific event is like all of those teams that I mentioned. They're doing a big Rust battle.
See,
I don't know.
how many people
There's
on
a
a team?
couple. There's 4 teams of 40.
Oh wow.
Yeah, big
Wow,
teams.
okay.
I don't know
thought you were gonna
all
say,
of
like,
what
8.
the no.
Okay.
I don't know all of what the criteria is, but there's like a kill leaderboard here, all kinds of
Okay. That's
all
pretty
kinds
cool.
of stuff.
That's
So
pretty cool.
presumably various Rust related
There's some good skins.
yeah, and there's also drops that go along with
Oh,
it.
okay.
Which is partially also why it's viewership is exploding right now.
Yeah. Viewers always go up with drops.
Absolutely. And I was just thinking, like there is quite a few smaller creators, Rust creators that I am a fan of
Mm-hmm.
that they just didn't get selected for this.
That's pretty whack.
Which how do you guys feel about that versus let's pick some random big face of Twitch because they're they bring the numbers in versus someone who this is their community. How does that make you guys feel?
So
If that was you just get get left out like that.
Yeah, I mean, Twitch. You guys know how I feel about Twitch. I think Twitch is a pretty mismanaged company.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of the upper echelon of streamers, especially, are particularly clicky and things like
Yeah.
that. As
I
far
mean,
as I
I can understand you invite a bunch of big streamers, right? But then if you're gonna roll into a game like Rust and you're gonna have four
yeah,
teams of 40,
where the community is
yeah, hey
so
man,
important.
I'd pick, half the bottom half, right? Those are all small Rust streamers. That's how I would do it. Be like, hey man, you're on Twitch Rivals, right? And then whatever game you roll up to, that's basically what you would do. And if it's a game like Fall Guys, where it's like just kind of one of those party games you play on the side, I can understand you just inviting random small streamers, but
Yeah, there's not really people who are Fall Guys mains.
exactly. But a game like Rust,
maybe maybe there is. I don't know, but yeah, like there are people that have been streaming and playing Rust. Like this person that I'm talking about specifically, Carissa Killjoy. She's been she has been streaming Rust for like 7 years, dude. And it's just like, what the fuck, man?
It depends. Also depends how small of a streamer, right?
She's on the smaller side, but she also like
how many viewers we talking?
I don't know off the top of my head. I couldn't tell you, but like she's
hundreds, 30s,
really great community. Probably less than 100, maybe 200.
Okay.
She got she has a Twitch drop though. Like she has a Rust skin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'd include her.
Yeah, like she's important enough in the community that the devs were like, yes, we're giving you an in-game item.
Okay.
Yeah, she has 1,400 followers, 14,500 followers on Twitch.
Do you know how often they do these Twitch rival events?
I'm not 100% sure. This is the second Twitch Rivals event for Rust. First one got kind of scuffed. There was a whole debacle around that. I didn't watch it. I don't really know what happened there, but
is that the one where it was like
North America versus Latin America or something.
What?
There was a big issue. I don't.
There can't be that many Latin American Rust streamers.
You'd be surprised.
No, but there's a lot of Latin American streamers, or maybe it's not Latin America, but there was a lot of Latin streamers versus like North America or something. I don't want to say
he said
the wrong thing.
Issue, and
yeah, there was some communication error, and
one team was like, "I'm not going to keep playing," and essentially the whole team was like gonna back out unless one person apologized, and like they got something weird.
Yeah, it was a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, geographically separating people for an online event is pretty stupid anyway. Especially when it's like continent versus continent, Because that's like the one main advantage you get in online gaming is like, how close am I to the server? Kind of handicapping a whole team right there, depending on where the server's at, but...
When they float the server out into the ocean.
Yeah, unless...
everybody's an equal distance
unless you got your server running on the Titanic,
Waterproof server?
Yeah.
Moving on.
I just got one more. Oh,
I was gonna say it depends how often they run these Twitch Rivals events. Because if it's like a monthly thing, if my one job is to organize Twitch Rivals, and I have a month to figure out who am I gonna get, right? Obviously, I'm gonna grab XQC, I'm gonna grab Summit, I'm gonna grab Disguised Toast, I'm gonna grab all the top guys, right? I'm gonna get as many top guys as I can get. But then it's like,
Shroud still on Twitch, or is he on?
I think he's on Twitch.
Somewhere else now.
I remember he got a deal somewhere else, but I think, what was it? The Microsoft, they had their streaming service and then they quit, and then he got all of his money back, right? But if my job is to sit here and organize this one Twitch Rivals event all month, I'm gonna get a bunch of Rust streamers.
Yeah.
Like what? Who? Come on now. I mean, I guess they're based out in San Francisco. Maybe they stepped on a dirty needle somewhere and now they're high as shit at work. But come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, it just seems like, kind of a fumble. I've been seeing a lot of smaller Rust creators that are feeling pretty shitty about this, and it's just like, damn, as someone who is a longtime supporter of this game. Yeah, it just
Just a
kind
bunch
of
of
sucks.
just a bunch of culture vultures.
Yeah, man. Okay, I do have one more. This is really short. I know I talked about this a little bit previously. Do you guys recall me mentioning the what is that? The Netflix Resident Evil show?
I
I think
believe
I talked about it a couple of
I've
weeks
heard
ago.
about that.
Yes.
Well, I had a little bit of free time over this last weekend, and so I decided to give it a watch. And it's I think 8 episodes, and they're like an hour a piece, maybe 40 minutes a piece, something like that. And the reviews are not great. I'll give it that. You know, the Rotten Tomatoes or whatever the website is.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't hate it. I thought it was decent. And
Okay.
coming from someone who I've got no fucking idea what the Resident Evil lore
Mm-hmm.
is or what the story should be. I played the games as a kid. All you're doing is shooting zombies. I didn't
Yeah.
really pay attention to anything else. I thought it was worth the watch.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it's if you guys have a little bit of time, I would be interested to hear what you guys thought about it.
Okay.
So yeah, that was just kind of the
Okay.
quick little
Alright.
thing in closing. Basically, one thing actually about Resident Evil versus our podcast
Yeah.
is that the last episode of Resident Evil actually was really, really good. It was really
Okay.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
It actually had an outro.